our showers with temperatures at 66 degrees and winds coming out of the north at 5 miles per hour. And over our show, we'll see rain for Friday, and then close call for the Super Bowl forecast and a cold front next week. So with that, we'll start FSU weather. Hello, and we're going to start talking about actually the local one real quick. Sorry about that. Don't worry about that. Anyways, we have a high of 73 today. Going on right now. So a little bit warmer temperatures than we're actually averaging earlier today, which is good for those of you who are tired of the cold weather, especially. Lows especially. 17 degrees above average, very comfortable out there today. But with that, we had some southerly flow. When you have southerly flow from the Gulf, it usually results in a bunch of rain, but that is going to be incoming throughout the day today. Yes, it does say sunny, but do you see any sun? Because I surely don't. It's sticking up there at 8 miles an hour, but you can see lots of southerly flow digging out in with this, actually, bringing us a lot of moisture and a lot of wet weather out there. So, boy, we're going to be talking about these storms moving through the Big Bend all throughout the evening tonight. So we see a little bit of a line going through just east of Valdosta that passed by, maybe looking into Lake City, some of the heavier stuff that's just moving by over into Fargo and Waycross as well. And so we're dealing with heavier showers over there, but a little bit further to the west, dealing with a little bit of lighter rain showers to Thomasville, over into Mariana as well. Bainbridge looking out. Even though Tallahassee not getting affected yet by those rain showers, still very, very cloudy conditions out for us here tonight. So the rain's going to come eventually for everyone's time. It's just going to be patience and seeing when that finally comes. Because Thomasville already seeing a bit of rain earlier today. Now, maybe not as much, but look where the temperature's gone down. 50 degrees. This is a cold front coming through, so dealing with a bunch of showers. But boy, on the coast, sticking fairly warmer, where we haven't seen too much of the cold front affect us yet. 66 degrees in Perry, 16-degree difference that you're seeing right there, where the cold front has hit us. We're seeing dew points down to 46 in Thomasville, and where it has not, in 62 in Perry, still sticking very comfortable. And see, this is going to be rinse and repeat. This is going to be rinse and repeat for us pretty much throughout the Big Bend, even though we're not seeing the showers currently in Tallahassee right now currently. Tallahassee sticking with those heavier rain showers throughout the area, especially tomorrow at 9 a.m. And Perry, as well as Apalachicola, see most of these showers coming up from the south to the north. So if you want to look and see when you're getting those showers, possibly look far to the south, especially where we have that currently. So we see we're going to have 1.5 to 5 inches. It's going to be something interesting to keep looking at for the next couple nights. Temperature is going to be around 50 degrees, so very cold and rainy. Not going to be the most friendly of conditions for you, especially out on the waters for you. But yeah, we're going to look at the day ahead as well, and looking into the mid-50s. And then, boy, we should get at least a little bit of a break on Sunday and Monday. But with that, we're going to pass off back to Marissa, where we should have had the desk open.
Good evening, Tallahassee. It's been a really gloomy day as that cold front has made its way through Tallahassee today. So cooler temperatures are expected for tonight, but we have made it through the week, and it is Super Bowl weekend. Buccaneers against the Chiefs at Raymond James Stadium. Unfortunately, it looks like the weather may be a little bit of gloomy on the gloomy side, as we're expecting showers coming in at kickoff and cloudy the rest of the day. We are looking for it to clear up in the Tallahassee area over the next few days, but then as the temperature begins to rise once again, we will have another cold front coming through right behind it, bringing in more rain, more cloud cover, and cooler temperatures once again. So as we move into that weekend, make sure you're taking a look at rain that may be coming into your area, and be prepared and Let's go Buccaneers. Let's hope we have a great game day. Let's take a look at the Southeast weather for the next week.
Yeah, that's right. So let's look at those southeast conditions. We have some rain over the Louisiana, Mississippi coastline, and we got that cold front that's associated with that rain. And we have a warm front over in my hometown of Charlotte, North Carolina, and a occluded front up above that. Now looking at those temperatures, we have 50s across most of the area, but once we get into Florida, we have some temperatures closer to 60s and 70s even down into Miami. Now looking at those dew points, it's pretty dry up in Little Rock and as well as in Mississippi and Alabama. However, once we get into Florida and up that coastline to North Carolina, we have a lot more muggier conditions. Now looking at that radar, we have those heavier showers pouring and they're about to actually hit Montgomery. It's actually exiting New Orleans as we speak, and we will see some of that later on tonight as we go throughout the next few hours. We also have some of that rain following up the coastline, getting up into the Outer Banks region. Charleston's also getting a little bit of the action, getting in on a little bit of the action, excuse me. And once we're going over into the East Texas, excuse me, you can see that Houston's finally wrapping up with those showers, and they're not having as much rainy conditions, finally. We'll eventually see that. But for now, we have to deal with that moisture. Right now, we can see that that moisture sweeps through for the next couple of days, but once we get into Sunday, the moisture forecast, well, it decreases. We can see a little bit of moisture forecast for the central and south Florida region. You can expect that that will impede some travel for Super Bowl fans as they head and pack in Raymond James Stadium. We'll talk about that later, though. You can see over the next few days, we'll have rainy conditions widespread across most of the area, even snow up there in Little Rock. But we'll have really heavy rain conditions over in Florida, just east of Tallahassee. For tonight's lows, you can expect 30s for most of the area up in the north. That's associated with that cold front that already came through. But right now, while we're still dealing with it, we're going to be in the 40s. So we're not going to cool down yet. I do have a friend up in Appalachian State, and they're probably dealing with some nice cool temperatures up in the 30s. But for us down here in the very south regions, we can expect those 40s. For tomorrow, we won't see much of a diurnal change. That's your temperature change between daytime and nighttime. We'll see 54 in Tallahassee. Once you get down into the Florida area, or South Florida region, we can see warmer temperatures as well. Now I'm going to pass things off to Melissa.
Thank you, Chandler. So let's take a look at our Florida forecast. You can see that the screen is black. So looking at our temperatures for today, you can see that Gainesville was 62, Tallahassee was 57, and down south more in Miami, it was 73 degrees. So as that cold front comes through, the temperatures will be dropping further down in the state, looking at cooler temperatures throughout the state over the next few days. Looking at our muggy meter, you can see that there is some humidity down south in Miami, but overall not too bad, just a little muggy. Up in Tallahassee, it is a bit drier, and as that cold front is making its way through, you can see that dry air coming in behind that cold front, giving us lower dew points and much more comfortable conditions over the course of the next few days. As for the satellite, you can see over in Miami, no rainfall coming in, but you can see up north, there is some rainfall up there as that front is making its way through Florida, down into southern Florida. Going northward more, you can see that Jacksonville is getting some rain. That cold front is making its way through the state over towards Jacksonville and down farther in the state, bringing in cooler temperatures and drier conditions over the next few days as it continues to move through. You see that rainfall coming into that Tallahassee area, so we are expecting a lot more rainfall tonight as that cold front continues to make its way through the area, bringing in cool temperatures, a lot of rain, and a lot of cloud cover. So unfortunately, tomorrow isn't looking like it's going to be a whole lot better from what it was today. Tomorrow's forecast, 54 in Tallahassee as that rainfall continues as that cold front moves through. Down south, it will continue to cool off more as that cold front makes its way through the state. So we're looking at cooler temperatures coming into the next 24 hours. Futurecast, you can see that rainfall and cloud cover making its way through the southeast, coming through into Tallahassee area. You can see stronger rainfall coming in through Tallahassee and Jacksonville. So expect a lot of showers coming through into your areas as that cold front continues to make its way down into the state. For Florida's forecast down in Miami, you can see that it is 81 in Miami and 83 on Sunday. As those storms continue to move through, Miami is expecting thunderstorms coming into the next few days. Our beach forecast is 81 degrees and a southeast wind of 10 to 20 miles per hour, looking at some warm conditions for your beach time. As for football, we have that Super Bowl game this weekend. Unfortunately, Tampa is looking like it is going to have rain coming into the area. Saturday has high of 76 and Sunday a high of 72. 60% chance of rain on both those days. Once again, Chiefs versus Buccaneers, showers coming through. Expected at kickoff with 71 degrees as your high for the day. Florida's forecast, you can see Jacksonville, 57 degrees and 65. See some showers coming through tomorrow as that cold front finishes passing through the Jacksonville area, and 65 on Sunday. It's currently 57 in Tallahassee with a north wind of 8 miles an hour, and it is not sunny. It is actually very cloudy out right now. You can see that sunset that we usually see over Dokes Campbell Stadium is no longer there right now, as that cloud cover is blocking out any sunlight that's managing to make its way through. Our almanac, you can see, is 73 degrees today, and 57 was our low. So it was a bit warmer than average, but still below that record and above that record for the low coming into today. You see that rainfall coming through into the Tallahassee area, that large amount of rain coming in, cloud cover increasing into the night as that cold front makes its way through, bringing in more rain to look out for over the next few days. Our hour by hour, see the temperatures slowly came up today with a high of 72 degrees around 1 p.m. and that temperature is once again starting to drop back down, and that will continue to drop and be lower tomorrow from that cold front bringing those temperatures down. You see Thomasville is 50 degrees, Tallahassee is 57, so we are having some cooler temperatures. Those temperatures are beginning to drop with that cold front that's moving through, and that will continue to drop as we go through the evening. Water vapor, you see there are a lot of moisture coming through the Tallahassee area, but there is drier air coming in right behind that front into the area, which is going to be bringing down our dew points over the next 2 days. However, there is more moisture behind that dry air as another cold front is making its way towards the Tallahassee area. The humidity is a bit lower right now behind that cold front coming through, 39 in Tupelo, 63 in New Orleans. It is a bit higher down in the southern Florida at 73 in Miami. Our wind speeds, you can see Tallahassee does have a bit of a wind coming through at the front of that cold front coming through. Behind that cold front, the wind speeds are a bit slower behind the cold front, so not as much of a breeze coming through. Over the next 24 hours, see that rainfall continues to come through Tallahassee, and that cold front continues to move through the area. So over the next 24 hours, make sure you're looking out for any showers or storms that may be coming into your area if you plan on going out. Our 5-day precipitation, we're looking at around 1.5 to 2 inches of rainfall over the next 5 days as we have this cold front and another cold front coming through into the area. Tonight, 46 in Tallahassee with showers coming through. So if you're planning on going out, make sure you grab a raincoat or at least a jacket because it is going to be cold and rainy. Our marine forecast, 55 degrees and southeast 15 to 20 knots with 3 to 4 foot seas. So it is a bit on the chilly side and it is raining. So if you're planning on going to the beach, it's not the best time to be going out. Looking at the week ahead, you can see 80% chance of rain tomorrow as that cold front finishes moving through, warming up slightly, and another cold front coming in right behind it, and some temperatures dropping down. Let's turn it over to Evan with a look at football, or national weather.
Yes, National, thank you very much. We're good. It's been an interesting show today so far. Hopefully you had a good amount of laughs as much as we are, but we're going through it. We're rolling through it. Drought monitor, there we go. Right as soon as I talk about it, we're sticking in dry conditions. Albuquerque, very dry around. Even the mountains, Denver, just a little bit on the west side. Grand Junction, shout out to our buddy Chris Knoll over there who was on FSU Weather last year. Very dry in the mountainous regions. And around the desert, although we'll finally be getting a little bit of snowfall and a little bit of precipitation for them. I see on the west side, Grand Junction, just still a little bit of some light snow shower, lingering off of the effects of the stationary front further out to the west. We're dealing with a significant trough under this entire low-pressure system just sitting in Canada, yes, but it is huge and massive. You can see all the precipitation on the right side of it, bunches and bunches of rain up in the southeast, showing pretty much buckets of showers with a consistent southerly flow pretty much all over across I-10, anywhere from Houston down to Tallahassee and Jacksonville. Meanwhile, in the northeast, dealing with some nice snow showers closer up to that low-pressure system. You see, here's the entire wave going up. Tons of moisture along this I-95 corridor and I-10 as well. Dealing also snow showers further up by the Great Lakes as well, up by Toronto, Buffalo. All you guys up there. So here's the entire low pressure system right here, and you can see how massive it is. Really, all this on the right side, counterclockwise flow all the way around this low pressure system, all the way until you get to the west side where we're dipping down below this trough. So that's why they were dealing with some snow over in Denver and just west of that in the mountains. So good news is, even though we do have those showers in the southeast, Tampa might dodge it, hopefully it's for the Super Bowl. Yes, we're dealing with showers probably at kickoff because of the persistent southerly flow around there, especially for the peninsula. Temperatures at least will be very comfortable, so that'll be good, but hopefully you'll be able to dodge that by the time the rest of the game continues on. So we're dealing with consistent snow over Montana. Rainfall further out on this cold front just off on the east coast, anywhere just on basically the shoreline. Besides that, right behind the cold front, dealing lots of snow. Pennsylvania up in New York State, as well as tons of rain across the southeast. I've been talking about profusely. It's going to continue on for the next couple of days. So what do it feel like temperatures? Well, that's a polar low further up in Toronto. So -1 in Chicago. That's what we're feeling like. Even -7 in Minneapolis. Meanwhile, feeling a little more comfortable around Tallahassee in the southeast. Right behind that cold front, already down to 43 over in New Orleans. So the future radar continues out. This low pressure center goes away as well as the rain, but we still have that persistent southerly flow in the southeast, so lots of buckets of rain, including maybe another system dragging through the Midwest. So that's what we're going to be looking at over the next 2 to 3, 4 days. Tonight, very cold over much of the country, northeast, especially up in Minneapolis and Chicago. We're supposed to be to low about -2 tonight. Very cold, say at least 35 in Atlanta as well. See how far that polar low goes down, especially heading into tomorrow where we only can see a high of 24 degrees over in Kansas City, as well as a high in 47 in Atlanta. But we're going to head over to our football forecast for Super Bowl weekend.
Speaking of Kansas City, we have the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, playing against, Tom Brady with the Buccaneers. Now that is going to be an awesome spectacle. It's going to be the GOATs versus the GOATs. They're 1-1 head-to-head. Now let's talk about that watch party forecast. Our conditions? Well, in Tampa, they'll get up into the 50s at 9 a.m., 60 degrees at 2 p.m., and then we'll go back down to about 58 by 7 p.m. Constant rain throughout the day, although we'll clear up a little bit in midday. But that next batch of rain will come in by 7 p.m. and hopefully it'll be through by about halftime at the Super Bowl. Actually, speaking of which, we can look at that kickoff forecast, showers. So we'll start off a little bit rainy, 71 degrees. However, by halftime, we'll clear up, so that's good. The halftime show should still be on, 68 degrees. That's going to be pretty comfortable conditions right there. But then we'll get back down into 66, still pretty comfortable. We'll actually be sitting at nice, good conditions. It'll be cloudy though, so it'll be not as enjoyable, I guess, as you can call it. You won't be able to see the stars, although really the Sunday night lights will block that out anyway. Futurecast, well, you can see some of that rain moves on through, basically through Tallahassee, and then as we get into Sunday, we have that rain just push its way through Tampa, and it's going to be a really close call. We see that 6 a.m. on Sunday, we have that rain stalled over Tampa. And for the lifestyle forecast, let's talk about Tallahassee again. We can see that our current conditions, or our conditions over the next 24 hours, will be around basically the rainy conditions like that Evan talked about earlier. Really raining for most of the area, especially north of Tallahassee, although we will see our fair share too. And even Apalachicola, you guys will see some spotty showers too. We talk about that dinner date forecast. Well, tonight, we'll have conditions of 50s for the most part, stay upper 50s for for 6 p.m., but then as we get down into 8 p.m., 54 degrees, and then 51 by 10 p.m. Talk about that dog walking forecast. Well, really won't be much of a change in temperatures. We'll start off 47 degrees and rainy at 7 a.m. We'll stay about the same at 9 a.m. And then by 11 a.m., we'll only have risen about 3 degrees. So it'll be pretty cool and wet. So I wouldn't suggest walking your dog unless your dog loves the rain and you can tolerate it. But let's take a look at the conditions for our women's basketball game. It'll be 81 degrees, some storms tomorrow. So while they won't have to deal with it, the players, they will be inside in the arena. The fans coming into the stadium and exiting will have to deal with that rain. So make sure you guys, if you are going to the game, bring an umbrella, bring some sort of jacket, rain jacket, but something to shed off that rain. And talking about Sunday morning, well, our temperatures will rise into 59. We'll clear up. We'll be a little bit more sunny, thank goodness. Over the next couple of days, we're going to be cloudy, so we'll get a little bit of that payback. And over the next 3 days, well, as I said, rain for Saturday. We'll clear up on Sunday, and then on Monday, it'll be more of the same with 66 degrees as our high. Our low, though, will be 44 degrees. Now I'm tossing things back to Melissa.
Thank you, Chandler. Let's take one last look at our local weather for tonight. So it's currently 57 degrees and sunny, or not sunny over Tallahassee. It is currently cloudy over Tallahassee. With a north 8-mile-an-hour wind, you see those cloud cover over Doak Campbell Stadium as a cold front continues to progress through the Tallahassee area. As for our temperatures, 50 in Thomasville, 57 in Tallahassee, and 67 in Apalachicola. So the temperatures are a bit cooler, and they will be dropping over the next 24 hours as that cold front continues to make its way through Tallahassee and the rest of Florida. The satellite showing some rain coming into the area as that cold front is continuing to make its way through. So over the next 24 hours, we will have a lot more cloud cover and rain coming for us in Tallahassee. So if you're planning on going out tomorrow, you may want to check the radar before you head out, just to make sure you're not going to get caught in the middle of a storm. See that cold front continues to make its way across Florida, bringing more rainfall and cloud cover into our Sunshine State area. Dew points are going to be dropping as that cold front continues to move through. 46 in Tallahassee right now and 50 in Bainbridge, as that cold front is going to continue to push that moisture out of the area, dropping our dew points down over the next 2 days. Next 24 hours, you can see that rainfall continuing to come into the Tallahassee area, bringing more rain and more cloud cover. Overall, not the best conditions tomorrow, but hopefully it will clear out on Sunday. You can see that rain continuing to come through and most of the rains in the south. Over the next 5 days, we're expecting an inch and a half to 2 inches of rainfall as that cold front makes its way through. And hopefully it'll dry out a bit in between the next cold fronts. Tonight we have 66 and showers coming through. So if you're planning on going out, be aware that it is going to be some scattered showers coming through. Tonight's forecast, you see all that rainfall coming through as we do have that cold front continuing to move its way through the Tallahassee area. So most of this area is going to be getting rainfall, 49 in Bainbridge and 53 in Tallahassee tonight. So those temperatures are beginning to drop as that cold front continues to move through the Tallahassee area and through the rest of the state. Much of this will be observed for the rest of the state as it continues to move south. At the day ahead, 51 at 12 p.m. tomorrow, 54 at 3, and 53 at 6 p.m. So that temperature is not going to be rising a whole lot over the course of the day. There will be rainfall and possible thunderstorms coming through the area as that cold front makes its way through, and that bad weather is making its way out of this Tallahassee area. The marine forecast, 55 degrees and southeast wind of 15 to 20 knots with a 3 to 4 foot sea. So if you're planning on going to the beach, it might not be the best time to go because it's not the greatest conditions out right now. As for the week ahead, 80% chance of rain on Saturday, and hopefully Sunday will be a bit sunnier. Have some better weather for Sunday and Monday, but then another cold front comes through. Looking at rain coming through the area, 50% on Tuesday, and temperatures dropping over the next few days. So beware of rainfall and cooling conditions over the next week. Over to you, Evan.
Thank you very much, Melissa, for that last local look. Hopefully you've had a great day today. Over here in downtown Tallahassee, we've experienced some rainfall a little bit earlier today, but hopefully you've been able to dodge that. I know a lot of people were saying it should have been raining all day throughout the day today. In fact, that's what many of the forecasts are calling for, but only a little bit of rain throughout the afternoon. I know it's still gloomy out, and it still doesn't make for a beautiful day at all because it's been cloudy the entire day, but been able to dodge the rain, and so maybe be able to do a little bit of some outdoor activities, get some good exercise, especially before what appears to be most of the rain coming through tomorrow with a lot of southerly flow sticking upon pretty much, honestly, almost a stationary cold front for tomorrow on Saturday. So be on the aware. Could be having some severe weather possibly looking through for that as well. By the time we get to the end of the week, as you see, could be getting up to the 60s and maybe another cold front coming through next weekend as well. But we've maybe had some speculation over some cooler types of precipitation next weekend, but I'm not going to give it away yet because it's 7 days in advance. In fact, the forecast actually for next weekend is very much in limbo, where we have one model that says we're having temperatures in the 30s and another one that has temperatures in the 60s for next weekend. But on the main horizon, we're mainly seeing, yes, the rain tomorrow, but after that, hopefully we should get it to a good 2 to 3 days off, hopefully by the end of the weekend, Sunday, and into Monday as well before. Looks like a little bit of some tiny wet weather and showers will come through tomorrow. But hopefully you're liking us on Facebook, finding us on our Twitter, and watching us live on YouTube at youtube.com/FSU Weather. And follow us on Instagram. I know we don't post too much on FSU Weather, but hey, if you send us that photo, we'll get it up on there for you. Definitely. For you, if you have any good weather photos, definitely of the rain in the next couple days or so. Stay with us here on FSU Weather. We'll keep you posted next week. Hope you have a great weekend. And as for me, I'm student meteorologist Evan Thompson. Have a great one, Tallahassee.